first thing I want to say, in case I do run out of time, is that our services are based mainly in Burlington County. So just with a show of hands, how many of you do live in Burlington County? Okay, great. How many live in Camden County? Okay, so we do touch Camden County a little bit, but I do want to say that the Occupational Training Center, the OTC, has been around for 60 years. And in that time, we've made a lot of friends. So I often say when people come in for tours is it might not be us. We may not be the service provider for you, but we probably know somebody that can help you. So I'm going to talk about OTC services today. But if you see something you like here and we don't reach your area, come grab me at lunch because I may know somebody that does do it in your area. So about the OTC, our mission at the OTC is to assist adults with disabilities in reaching their maximum potential by providing programs that grow individuals vocationally, personally, and socially. The history of our organization, we started with a group of parents and volunteers that just felt that there wasn't enough services for their adult children. I'm sure you all know what that feels like. And it grew from 8 individuals to over 500 individuals that we serve annually. So one of the big things we do is day services, and day services are provided Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and we're able to provide door-to-door transportation. We spent a lot of today talking about the enriching lives of individuals with disabilities and how to fill their time. And that's what we do at the OTC. We help them find social recreational activities through our day services, through your child's DDD budget, to have some place to go during the day so they're not, as someone said earlier, stuck on the couch looking at that iPad. They're able to get out with friends and go do different activities. So we do offer center-based activities, which means we bring in a ton of different music appreciation, people to offer dance classes, cooking and baking exercises, some recreational stuff. And these are developed by the individuals in the program. So we develop and tailor our programs to who's there. What do they want to do? Because it's not up to us, right? And we do also incorporate skills of daily living. So communication, safety, housekeeping, and organization. And those are things that happen in the center. And then we also do community-based activities because, as I said, these are social recreational programs. So activities that assist individuals in actively engaging in their community, because that is the real goal. There is a focus on safety awareness, engagement, and functional skills. We do a lot of charity and giving activities as well. Our Burlington County Center is often making sandwiches for homeless individuals, and they utilize cooking and baking activities to donate items to the animal shelters. And then they also are actively engaged in fun activities as well. They go mini golfing and hiking and bowling and those type of things. And of course, educational activities. You can see our guys at a bunch of different museums and taking in landmarks. And of course, who doesn't like to go shopping, right? So we do a lot of shopping and restaurants and working on those daily living skills as well with a group of their peers. Within each of our day programs, there is a special needs area, which means we either have a nurse on staff, an LPN or an RN, or a behaviorist on staff, and each center has their own specific special needs area. And some of our frequently asked questions about our particular day services are staffing ratios. So in our traditional areas, we have staffing ratios of 1 to 6, and then in our special needs areas, it's 1 to 3. And as individuals go out into the community and become more active members of their community, we bring those ratios down quite a bit. In all of our programs, not just our day programs, the staff is incredibly well trained, not only in your typical trainings, but also in yearly trainings, and they continue education throughout. As stated, our hours of operation are typically between 9 and 3, but that doesn't incorporate the transportation piece. So individuals in our program receive curb-to-curb transportation. That means we pick you up at the curb and we bring you right to where our location is. And of course, the big one, can we visit the center? You've heard throughout all of the presentations today, go look and see what these places look like and visit and interact with the individuals in the programs. And we encourage you to do that. Residential services. I think this was a big one as throughout the day as we spoke about planning for the future and what that looks like for your loved ones. And one of the things we offer is our residential services and our residential placements. And we do that in the form of group homes. And the group home setting is an option for individuals with developmental disabilities. Our residential group homes are staffed 24/7 to ensure a safe and enriched environment. The group homes are provided for individuals 21 and older through their DDD budget, as spoke about earlier today. And a big one, we have the individuals decorate the homes, which I think is something that when you look at the institutionalized view of group homes, you don't think of how happy and cheerful they really are. Our group home goals is to provide each resident with the opportunity and skills to become more self-sufficient, and staff members maintain a comfortable and an enjoyable learning environment. And the OTC is committed to delivering programming beyond the basics to establish superior home environments. And you can see everyone here working at their own kitchen. Our daily group homes. So typically within our group homes, the individuals are active members of the community. So they're out throughout the day and even in the evenings and on the weekends. They don't spend a lot of time in their group homes. So during the day, they do participate in either our vocational training programs or our day programs, which I just spoke about. And they can opt into other programs as well, of course. Our locations and activities. Currently, the OTC owns and manages 6 residential group homes in Burlington County. And we're looking to open additional group homes in Burlington and Camden County as well. Activities. As with our day programs, the activities in our group homes center around who lives there, what they want to do, and it is all person-centered. The group, they participate in physical and social activities and social recreational activities as well. Our employment services. So really the goal of our first 2 programs, our day services and our residential programs, is to encourage individuals to get into our employment services as well, if that is their goal. So vocational rehabilitation. Our individual employment services focus on adults with disabilities, of course, and we provide pre-employment training, vocational evaluation, employment counseling, job placement, and job coaching. At the OTC, we offer a few different types of vocational programming and vocational options. So one of them is our benchwork assembly area, and throughout the presentation, I'll get more into them. Our janitorial training program, our food service training program, and our recycling training program. Our benchwork assembly program is located in our OTC headquarters in Burlington Township. It occupies 52,000 square feet, and the specific skill training areas are packaging and sorting, our product assembly, and our shipment and receiving. Additional tasks include folding, gluing, counting, weighing, and shrink wrapping. This program is particularly great for individuals because it is the step before community-based employment. This is something that allows individuals to dip their toe into employment as they get ready for that community piece. Some of the qualifications. Individuals must be 18 or older to participate in any of our programs. If they're 21 or younger, they do have to complete what's called our pre-ETS program. They have to have a documented disability and the ability to provide proof of that disability, a documentation from a physician, mental health professional, school records, so on and so forth. And they have to be able to receive a referral from the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation Services. Who here has heard of DVR? Okay, so we are what's considered a vendor for DVR, particularly with this program and our supported employment program, which we'll get into. We also offer government contract jobs. So these jobs in particular do not require a DVRS referral. And the way I like to differentiate these jobs from our other employment services is that individuals in this job do not need that on-the-job supervision. Individuals in this program are able to work independently. We have full-time and part-time positions available, and these are throughout Burlington, Mercer, and Camden counties. Again, the qualifications for these are that you do have to be 18 years or older. You do have to have some sort of documented disability, but you do not need a referral from DVR or CBVI. Our recycling program. Who here again lived in Burlington County? Did you know we pick up your recycling? No. Yes. Through a contract with the county, the OTC has been part of the recycling community since the 80s. And as the recycling evolved, the jobs evolved as well. So we provide services throughout Burlington County to the state of New Jersey and also on the joint base. So we are actually one of the largest shared services in New Jersey, and we support over 65 individuals in this program. This is actually a full-time position with union representation available, full medical benefits. They're paid hourly, and again, they receive case management, job coaching, skills training, and this program really incorporates opportunities for growth. So many of the individuals that come through on our line and our laborers go on to learn to use our forklift machinery or become CDL drivers, and we assist in that growth process. And if you're interested or your loved one is interested in any of those programs, you have our information and you can give us a call and we can set you up with the proper intakes for that. Supported employment. Another service that we offer as a provider for the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation Services, DVR. So what is supported employment? Supported employment is an approach to vocational rehabilitation for people with developmental and other disabilities that emphasizes helping consumers and program participants obtain competitive work. And so the employment services that I mentioned before, our benchwork assembly, our janitorial, our food service, and our recycling are not considered competitive integrated employment. So it's just something to keep in mind. The supported employment program helps consumers find jobs that pay competitive wages in integrated settings. You'll hear me say that a lot throughout this portion of the presentation. So the process for supported employment is when employment specialists and job coaches help consumer explore job opportunities after they start the SE program. So that involves finding out what you want to do or what your loved one wants to do. What types of jobs match with those interest areas. I spoke with someone earlier about the languages her son was interested in. What kind of jobs can you get if you can speak a variety of languages? What does that look like? How do you apply for those positions? What type of schooling do you need for those positions? And then they assist the consumer to find a job that best suits those abilities and preferences. They help them interview, they help them begin on-the-job training, and then they begin to step back a little bit. The job coach may also help in resume writing, speaking with potential employers, practicing interview skills, all of those things. Additionally, SE staff help consumers obtain these jobs. Competitive jobs are part-time or full-time, and the job that anyone could have regardless of their disability status. Competitive jobs are not jobs that are set aside for people with disabilities, and therefore the wages should not be less than the wage of those paid for the same work. Paychecks would come directly from the employer and not from the service provider. So the OTC in our benchwork assembly, janitorial, food service, all of those programs, OTC is the name on your paycheck, whereas with our supported employment program, we would not. Both DDD and DVR provide services for the persons with disabilities who are seeking supported employment. However, for our specific area, you do need the DVR referral to get into our supported employment program. Participants must qualify for Medicaid and meet DDD's eligibility criteria before using this funding source for the DDD as a secondary funder. And again, our supported employment program wants to emphasize that you must reach out to DVRS first. And as stated, we talked about the supported employment, and long-term follow-along is also a service area that we provide. So long-term follow-along is the extended supports phase of SE and is designed to assist consumers with long-term job goals. So you get the job, you train for the job, and then long-term follow-along provides you with the opportunity to check in with that job coach, with that employment counselor throughout the month. And supported employment at the OTC. The OTC serves many consumers in our SE program, and some consumers receive intensive training and support, and others receive light training and support. Sometimes we help them find new jobs, and sometimes we continue to help them with the jobs that they already have. And then again, I wanted to extend that although these services are based throughout Burlington County, we again have been around for over 60 years, so we do know the service providers in other areas. So should you not be able to access our services, we can help you access them in your county. All right, thank you.